go where wonder lies. Its specialist crew a beacon of light will work to unravel secrets entwined. Lore with her care and lust for life, turning the cogs in her curious mind. Scales that tell stories of times long past. Deep in the echo, her interest is cast. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Ceylon, a siren with feathers adorned, seeks to maintain her graceful form. A voice that weaves tales across the sky, relaying the dreams that never die. Rennick the brain with numbers and might, 4 arms, 4 eyes in the cosmic night. Stoic and with numerical grace, in Lockstitch's crew he has found his place. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Pollux and Castor, the skillful pair, always the team with starry hair, with a bond so strong in the vast expanse, unveiling the secrets in cosmic dance. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An age-old mystery, and Lockstitch holds the key.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 25 of Starborne Melody. So today we are tackling what is the song for Ione. Like, we know what the song for Haven is, that is being played on the streets by Leo and Osiria. And the rest of the group there. As long as we keep that song going, Haven's taken care of. We know what Lydian's song is, that is being played from the depths on the 1s and 2s. Like, we have fixed Mixel's situation. They are playing their song. We have turned on not Loker's song. We've turned that one on, but with just the tower outside of it, we know part of it, but we're sending a team to get the rest of it turned on. That's where we found Foley. So we still need Dorian, Ione, and Loker. Today, we are, with the help of some folks from Dorian, we're going to try to get Ione's song back on. So I will introduce our players right now. You guys all get to look at new art. Alright, so we have Senior Officer Ceylon, played by Twy. Officer Vatna, played by Lurid.
Hello.
We got Nameless, played by Rob.
Oh my gosh, my eye.
Right? And we got Foley, played by Zeke.
How many times do I have to apologize about that eye?
You got a new t-shirt, too.
I like it.
Alright. So, real quick, let me figure out where we're going. All right.
I look
So-
amazing.
Don't like it looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
We both died when she started drawing that hair. Just
Wasn't expecting that.
could not stand how adorable that hair is.
He makes it work.
It's so good. Anyway, with this new hairstyle intact, let's go to, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I messaged this to Rennick before. So we are all in Dorian, like Rennick, Hank, and Thaddeus. This is Hank, by the way. I liked his old token, but I like this one a little bit more. Like, he's somewhere between a gnome and a cat. And I love him. His name's Hank. So, up on this board, Ceylon, if Rennick info dumps on you, do your eyes glaze over? Or are you like paying full attention? Both are perfectly fine for me.
I feel like I'm paying full attention, but also because like Thaddeus is here. So like still gotta put up some airs from a boy Thad. We haven't gone on our first walkthrough of underworld things together yet after Valentine's. It went a little cold, like our text messaging. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
like,
okay.
so it's a little. I don't know if he's ghosting me, but right now, like I'm not trying to. It's okay.
Let me tell you,
Okay.
he's
People come to
really
me.
into Hank. Like in this room, you get
It's
the
okay.
feeling that like no, it's him and Hank.
I mean, like I don't get jealous. That's fine. Like, is there like you can bring other people. That's what we're doing.
He sounds kind of jealous.
But also like more people, more snacks. So honestly, it's all good.
So on the board, on that blackboard behind you, I think you do see the letters HUST, but then there's a T and an R that keep getting removed from the board because Hank keeps trying to write the Thrust project on it, which it stands for Thaddeus Hank Rennick's Universal Spirit Theory. And just he keeps spelling it as Thrust. But roll me a 20-sider, Ceylon. Okay. So a tough choice. So I will read you. Okay, yeah, I'll read you most of this. All right. So Hank proposes a theory. The theory that Rennick, Hank, and Thaddeus have come up with is that there is a single source of magic on Echo, on the entire world. The source is often referred to as and personified as spirits. And the spirits can range in complexity from anything from the most simple plants and rocks to sentient beings once you anthropomorphize those. And he points to the hotel where we have a bunch of spirits that once we started giving them names, they started becoming people. And he's just like, see? And I believe you, and he points, like, very specifically he's talking to you, Ceylon, have the ability to resonate with such creatures. And it's just like, we believe that music holds the key to this. And then, like, he snickers about it and, like, looks over to Thaddeus to see if Thaddeus got the joke. I think Thaddeus did get the joke and gives him a little smile, for the record.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And he's just like, and he pulls out a sheet. And he's just like, we need to get all of the songs. We are currently researching Dorian's song as we are not what you might call the dancing, singing type, aside from Rennick that time. And it's just, but we have found a breakthrough with Ione's song. And it's just like, look here. and he turns an ancient piece of paper to you, and I think he like puts it in front of all four of you. And she's like, "There's a reason we called you all. You are in a band at one point in time, correct?" It's like Peanut said as much.
I mean, that's banned. Like, we're not selling out stadiums. We're not like that. We're not like that. It's not conventional.
Oh, do we think of stadiums? And they like Thaddeus and Hank like get into like a little conversation real close to each other, and they're just like, more spirits would be more like if they're more popular, the more spirits they might be able to get. And it's just like, how do we get the maximum numbers? Should we hire that other band? Do we think that they could do it? And like, no, you're here, you're the appropriate choice.
I think you
for us.
realize we've played for the universe already. Stadiums, that's a step down. No. Have you talked to our manager, Akana?
Does Akana manage you as well? And it's like,
Who else are we gonna trust?
Akana just manages all the bands in this world.
It's not a monopoly, it's the right choice.
I mean, absolutely. So yeah, I think Hank would have talked to Akana, and it's just like, yeah, according to this, and like you guys have the know-how. Like, don't get me wrong, 3 vampires and a goth girl, and he points to Foley's shirt. Like, they're a good band. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it all the way in. Like,
Oh, Foley will take out his headphones. Oh, what are you on about?
it's just like, oh, we're just making sure that you guys are the right team for the job. You have knowledge of magical resonance and hooking up such things, correct?
Yeah, it's how I used to broadcast. That's how my ship used to work. I missed that thing.
And like all 3 of them nod, and it's just like, and I think Rennick is talking, but I don't like to speak for Rennick. But so Hank and Thaddeus are explaining, and once we get to Ione, the ability to like whatever you believe will set it straight. So yes, you'll work perfectly. And it's just like they push the paper towards all of you, and it's like ancient. Like it looks like one of those like ancient Da Vinci sketches. And at the top of it, it's just the zeitgeist is how it is. But Geist is very much italicized on the paper.
Sick.
So, like Poltergeist?
Yeah, like Poltergeist or like community spirit might be the other word for it.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, you see, Ione's song matches whatever the current song is. And we don't know. I don't get out much. And it's like, I haven't danced in a while. Again, looks over to Thaddeus, looks back real quick. So it's like, I don't really have the means to figure out what the kids are into these days. But you do. And he like looks over at Vatna's outfit. It's like, I feel like we
Takes
called
off
upon
his
the right
headphones. I'm sorry, what?
people. Excellent.
Just listening to the Bard song on blast. I do have some leeway into communing with spirits. I've been at a roadblock for some time now.
Yes. There is definitely issues, and the spirits have become, based on our measurement, far more unruly. Like less precise as we've figured out. But we figure if we get a full band that has harmonized before to great effect, then we could put this together. We could figure this out.
But We've done this before, right? The night in the cemetery.
I
Last I
forgot all
was with
about
it,
that.
we
Huh.
were at the void.
We're near the. Okay, so we were at the void. I don't remember who. Was it you, Vatna? I know the vulture boy. He came with. I know Foley was there. Do you still have those recordings of when we like called and this is where I never get it right, whether it was a spirit or a ghost, because like one of them don't exist, and I never remember.
You would have called a ghost in that cemetery.
Okay. See, I need to just write that in bold.
Ghost.
Which like are different, but that ghost do be like in this, and she like touches the stone, the main stone on her necklace.
If there were any ghosts under the dome of the Silver Thimble at the end of season 2, then those ghosts are fine and protected, like the same way as you guys. But if there were any ghosts out there, they too have merged with the history of this world. But ghosts do exist. There are ghosts.
So she'd be fine because she's in my necklace.
Yeah, that would be fine.
So like we've been here before, and Nameless.
Yep.
You've been here before.
Yep.
Right, you were there.
definitely.
You were talking to the Skellies. Were they Skelly boys? Ooh. So all we really need is what? Bigger amps? Bigger.
What we need first is to practice.
Practicing for squares.
Vatna, you've changed. What are we gonna practice? What are we like turning stuff on and off? Because it has been a while. We can do that. What new toys have you got to play with?
It's fun that you ask. And I think Vatna's just gonna like pull through the threads guitar that he's been playing with. It's all shiny and coral. Very oceanic motif.
Whoa, what's that made out of? What? Did you get that here?
No, somewhere deep.
What do you? Okay, mystery boy now. Okay.
I'm just gonna play a heavy bass chord. Goes deep.
Keep saying deep.
Hashtag.
Hashtag too deep for me.
I know I'm drowning. Ah, so deep. What do you? All right, Foley. What have you been playing with lately? Tinkering with?
Mostly, I've just been trying to record whatever I can find, whatever music I can find, and that way, when I do start broadcasting again, I have a nice little library set up and ready to go. But you were saying earlier if I still had what we recorded from the cemetery. I don't think Foley would. I think when he lost the ship, a lot of the stuff he had was gone with it.
Yeah.
So, if we're gonna look for the most popular music right now, we're gonna have to pound the pavement. I do know some clubs, though.
I mean, you've got the ear. Oh,
Yeah.
your little big ears. What do you think of Nameless? Ready to go? What kind of shoes he got on?
I'm ready. Don't we have to like find like the young hipsters?
For the audience or for the rest of the band?
No, for the audience.
Oh yeah, I
Aren't
mean
they
we
the
can.
ones that would have like know what the song is.
Oh yeah, got to go around interview people.
Let's find the hipsters. Interesting. Where?
Maybe do some bursar work on the street corner.
If you want to find hipsters, there's a couple of ways to do it. One, craft breweries. They love that shit.
Coffee shops.
Overpriced ethnic food is another place they like to hang out. And dive bars.
Gemini comes to mind for more than one of those.
So maybe he knows the place. Who's got his number? I have his number. Duh. It's like, I keep forgetting I'm the phones.
I mean, for sure. Like, you guys, how about all of you roll me a 20-sided? Even though, again, for this one, a 1 doesn't mean anything. It just, like, it doesn't mean, like, you fail. Doesn't mean you get hurt. It just means you don't know. But as far as, like, musically inclined, where are we going? Or, like, okay, so we got, yeah, so Ceylon, what was your suggestion of places to go?
I'm gonna message Gemini if I'm gonna see if he can get on, and I'm gonna assume he's either telling me about the like an eatery or a craft brewery type of whatever, wherever has like good food that he's heard.
Okay, good food. It's like, yeah, absolutely. They have set up It's like, let me tell you where you can go to get some, like, Gemini's not here, right? Just to make sure that I'm not speaking for him when he can speak. Okay. Okay. No, okay. That's fine. I was typing something out anyway, so I just used the second. All right. So you guys have heard of an amazing pizzeria in Outer Haven. It is run by a particular little, like, salamander, the newt kind. It is Sally Forth's Pizza, and it does have a pretty eclectic crowd going on right now. Like, and it definitely is just full of people from all around the place that are looking for, calling it a gentrified crime experience isn't right, but it's like, it feels against the rules, but it's still, like, mostly safe. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole bunch of people all over the place, like, coming from Haven and coming from Alkali and coming from all over the world to eat this pizza. And this pizza is, like, I think it's really good for what it is, but I cannot be clearer that this is deep dish pizza.
Yeah, the best pizza.
If you say so. I think this giraffe is definitely, like, wearing a hoodie, and I love him for it.
Vatna just gets in line to get a slice.
All right, Ceylon, what's the music vibe of these kids? It's like, we're here. You rolled a success. What is it? What are we doing?
I'm terrible at this. I do feel like it's acoustic, like whatever they're doing, not much is electrical. And I think like I don't know. Yeah, acoustic as ever. Um like I guess just like acoustic guitar vibe. Yeah, I got nothing on that.
Oh, it's fine. I think the giraffe is just, like, pulls out his guitar and he's just like, this pizza's amazing. It's just like, it really brings me back to my time as a child. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. And yeah, they're like, everybody's like really getting into it. It's just like, okay, I think overall, the aspect that people are like commenting on, it's just like it's genuine. It feels real. It feels from the heart, guys. When he says maybe, I think they could have been the one that saves me.
Aw.
Nameless is hiding around a corner, just kind of jotting notes down.
Haha.
Foley
do-
is
I-
literally bootlegging this.
Oh, sick. Nameless and Foley, roll me 20-siders. Let's see, like. Ooh, Nameless rolled a 2, but Foley rolled a 20. Absolutely, Foley. What? You capture this essence perfectly in the recorder. And I think Nameless, your notes don't make any sense without Foley's recording, but with Foley's recording, your notes are perfection. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's just like if he starts with Wonderwall Foley and like obviously legally distinct Wonderwall, what is his next song? Like what does he go into?
I'd say, with the vibes from Wonderwall, he's gonna pick it up a little bit, try to get the crowd a little more excited. And he's gonna do Classical Gas. It's a guitar instrumental.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, all right. So it's it being an instrumental is actually really awesome for me. That's really, really cool. So I think it does, like, Ceylon, you feel the resonance change to like, it's like, oh no, people are loving this. This is a great experience. Vatna, you get to the front of the line, and that pizza, when it gets out to you, it tastes like a 20. You know what I mean?
You're just so happy. Finally found a restaurant with some good fucking food.
Is it like very stringy cheese? Like when you pull it out and so it reminds you of threads? You're just like,
Like,
oh, even better.
like someone has to share with me this experience, so I just run up to Ceylon and offer part of my slice.
Hell yeah.
Maestra, you must try this.
Oh, is there cheese in the crust?
There's
It's under
cheese
the
everywhere.
sauce.
Can we
As
rub
soon as you-
elbows? Because that'd be so dope.
Like as soon as you ask if there's cheese, like there's a chorus of people that turn and look at you, and in unison they just say, "It's under the sauce."
Damn hipsters.
It's under the sauce. And if you guys don't get that, it's okay. It's a very weird period of time on TikTok. I think that might just be for me and Nika, but it's all right.
Sounds a bit over my head.
Don't worry, I'll send you. No, I won't.
I'm not so cool. I'm not cool like y'all.
No. What
It's
are the kids watching these days?
It's not cool enough for the Discord.
TikToks about the fact that people that in Chicago put the cheese under the sauce, and then they put a little bit of cheese on the top, and everybody's like, "That's not enough cheese for a pizza," and everybody's like, "It's under the sauce." Sorry, that's a tangent we didn't need to go on.
I'm glad you took us down that little road trip.
Stringy.
So Foley, you've recorded it. What does your recording device look like?
It
Because-
is.
oh, go ahead.
It's just a little tape recorder, like something you might use when you were in college to record the lecture.
Okay.
It's nothing fancy. It's one of those little 8mm tapes. That might
The
be
Home
too big.
Alone style.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. So you can be like, "Hi kids, we're home early," and then
Yeah,
scare them.
and stop your sister from getting laid, like in the
Yeah,
commercial
right?
for that
It's like,
thing.
stop fucking on the couch.
Specifically, those two. That's how it's
Yeah.
marketed. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that's how most 90s toys were marketed. Stop your sister from getting laid.
Goddamn shame.
But yeah, the food out here is great. You guys also spending time here. I don't think we've already explained that you don't wear your uniform out here, but most of you guys aren't wearing technically uniforms right now, so we're good. This is a black market shop to a significant extent. It doesn't sell like magical items or anything, but it's agreed that they can exist, but the Haven guards will not protect them.
Black market pizza.
Black market pizza for sure.
They sell
This
albums.
is what's that?
They sell albums somewhere.
They sell they sell knockoff books of the Yellow Planet Plate. It's okay. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's kind of all over the place.
Worth picking up a copy for the gag.
Like the Beetlejuice plant and the Beetlejuice character is very strange for them. Beetle guys.
Go to Foley. Remember when we played our concert in space?
Good times.
Oh, I've been to space then.
I have
Well,
been to space.
Haven't
Oh,
we
yeah.
all been to space?
We were in space.
I lived in space.
Rennick just talks about he's been in space like all the time. And I guess because like Pollux and Castor, there's such I don't I forget that was in space. I just think of your ship. How long did it take you to like get your ship? How long would it take you to get it again?
That's what I wanted to find out, because I mean, I bought that clunker at an auction cheap, and I just outfitted it with parts I found as I traveled. So that's how I was able to broadcast. You think that thing came that way?
No, it's too authentic.
Oh, don't you start with that hipster stuff.
Sally's just like, what are we looking for? I know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that can basically everything you can need. And if I have two talents, those talents are, and he points to his like crowd. It's just like keeping your mouth shut, and then he points to another group of the crowd and not seeing anything. That is right.
Think you
So what
can
are we
find
looking
me
for?
a think you can find me a spaceship?
Do you mean like a lot of people been talking about going to like space lately? Is this real? Are we just like? Because for the most part, I thought everybody was messing around.
Oh, space is real. I lived there until it happened.
There was that ridiculous explosion the other day. Somebody destroyed one of, and he just like looks around and he's just like, one of the Shaper's vessels. When it blew up, like we could see into something else. The night sky changed.
This night sky? Just
Yep.
gesturing up.
Well, no, over there. And he points at a distance. The night sky over the celestial sea is almost never the same. It shares a daytime, like a day-night cycle, but if where you're standing now has a different sky than where you'd be standing over there, and Haven has a different sky than this place.
Gotcha. I gotta pull out my magic telescope and take a look at it. It costs AP, but allows me to see like everything it's pointed at in clear detail.
You see a trail of smoke going. I'll actually move us to that. Here we go. So you see the very tail end of incredibly hazy like if smoke was being dispersed really far. Like if there was a fire in a place yesterday and the sky was still a little bit smoky, you very limitedly see two skies in that one spot. Like the other one is fading as like it eventually disperses, but there is no wind here, so
Hmm. Recent, but not by much. Is that a distraction or what we are here for?
oh, it's just like I think that was unrelated. Um there was a crew of people that came here to help us out with a little problem. They helped out by massive explosions.
Are we, turning to Foley, are we likely to find a ship at an explosion site?
But
I mean,
Sally Manderforth, to answer Foley's question, is just like I can pretty much get everybody anything, but I don't know how to get you to space. But we're looking for. Just recently, we came upon, and he like motions you close. He's like, "Come on, I'll show you."
all right, let's go. What do you got to show me?
Okay, I gotta figure out like what's a good place to put this. Oh, here we go.
And Foley's gonna grab whoever's within arm reach to go with him because he's not going to some back room with this guy he doesn't know by himself.
I think less of a back room. He starts like guiding you guys out of town, like quite a ways. Um, now I lost. There you are.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger, but don't worry. Sally's been pretty good. And he walks you out to here. He's just like, it appears to be some kind of vessel. We're not really sure how to like drive it. Don't mind the corpses as he steps over like a pile of 4 dead cat people.
Yeah, I've bought used cars before.
And it's just like this appears made by some folks over at Hammerpaw. Pretty good builders. Looks like it's a hunk of junk, but it runs really well as long if you know how to drive it, which I don't. It's like
Do you
seems
mind if I
seaworthy.
poke inside, check out the inner workings of it, the helm, the what it's outfitted with?
Absolutely, go right on in. Like if you can figure out how to make it run, I mean, we can make a deal.
All right, and Foley will start poking around.
Yeah, let's see what kind of communication systems, if anything, they got going on. Beep boop beeps.
Let's see what this thing
Or
runs
what he
on.
can at least jerry rig to get working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to answer your questions, it controls pretty easily. It's basically um. Have you ever seen the videos where it's just like a bicycle submarine?
Yeah.
It's kind of that, but like you don't have to pedal, but you lean like you're riding a fucking like crotch rocket. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Like this thing can get speed. Like it has to stay in the water for now, but you could see some of the like um arrangements that you could have. Vatna, this thing is powered by it's a really crazy looking battery that is connected to a couple mana batteries. But it is in essence nuclear power the same way that some of the robots in some of the places in the Neverglades are powered.
Like the autonomous ones?
Yeah, like the autonomous ones, like the descendants of Lack were using. Like very dangerous power.
Unstable, but it gets the job done. Give it a little kick.
Ceylon, it has a radio that only communicates with one other channel.
Just gonna, I mean, well, let's flip it on, right? Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello.
Finally, you answer. What has gone wrong?
Hello? Anybody
Ferris
there?
has come back. Mostly Black Bart. Is that you? Come in.
Yes.
Roll me a 20-sider, please.
I'll be your Bart. Okay. Oh no.
$18. Like, wow, okay. Bart,
Loud
you
and
sound.
clear.
I don't want to be presumptuous, but you sound lovely today.
Thank you.
We thought something must have happened to you all. Ferris has reported that all of her units were killed in action. We suspected that meant you as well.
No.
Excellent, excellent. The Shaper's calling everyone back. We're making a large movement. We're consolidating our forces. A Lockstitch group has proved more problematic than we thought.
Oh.
It's like, can you get your crew back here? Is everybody okay? Whew, I was really worried. How's Alice doing? Alice okay? There's just, it cuts to the pile of 4 bodies outside, and one of them's wearing a name tag that says Alice, but they got their head bitten by Bammon as he, like, on all fours launched at her, and basically ripped her head off.
No.
All right. I'm so glad. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pop the question tomorrow. As soon as you guys get back here.
No.
I know. I've put it off too long. Do I have your blessing as her captain?
No.
Ah, thank you, Bart. Oh God, you guys get back here. Just like show us those dirt bikes. We're really looking forward to them. All right, over and out.
Well, I gotta look for the dirt bikes.
You put like the headphones down, like, oh, he fucked. Trying to keep saying no. It's not. It's his fault.
It's really his fault.
I only hear what I want to hear. Oh my god.
So,
I
how much are you
only
asking
speak in
for
negatives.
this?
No. Sorry, go ahead.
How much are you asking for this pilot of scrap?
Sally's just like, well, we've been looking for just some more stuff to fix up the town. You guys, what do you have to offer? Like right now, we've got a pizza shop going on. Got a good doctor happening over there. We're just trying to like build up the town. What can you guys all like bring to the party?
Well,
We want Outer Haven to become a big, like a well-known. We want Outer Haven to be regarded the same as Haven. We want city streets. We want businesses. We want tourism, if you will.
What I can do is once I get my broadcasting, once I start up the pirate radio thing again, you may have recognized my voice. I used to broadcast everywhere.
Hold on 1 second. Let's.
I'm playing that card, yes.
Oh shit, that's right. That's right. You have like the silver tongue. It's just
Yep.
like I thought you sounded familiar. It's just like, man, there were a couple years I could have sworn your voice was in my head. That was weird.
Well, you don't know the half of it, bud. But let me tell you what I can do for you. Have a seat. And he points
Sits
that.
down.
Yeah. See, once I convert this thing back into my broadcasting and I start sharing music with the world again, I can actually talk up your little homestead and maybe help drive tourism out there. Talk about how good it is and how that pizza we had was amazing, wasn't it? And maybe we hit up a couple of the other places, see what we can learn, see what we can drum up for you as far as business goes.
That sounds great. Like, but we need a jingle. Sally Mander's Pizza needs a jingle.
And it needs
Oh.
to be a jingle that really just matches the moment, you know? It's going to get stuck in people's heads. We need a worm, like an earworm of a jingle. Do you know what that would kind of sound like? Who would sing your jingle? Who would play it?
I would expect you for.
Oh, fuck. I was hoping they'd give us like another lead of like anywhere else to check out.
Oh,
That's not
absolutely.
pizza
Okay.
related.
We're looking.
But also
We're
like,
looking for that.
I mean, well, now that you're asked, I don't know if we could possibly do that. But
he says,
I mean, maybe.
He says, other than you, like the only other thing I've been listening to, have you heard that hit song Hull Breach?
That sounds fantastic.
It was all over the airways the other day. It was just like, it was so good. And then he starts like dancing to it in his head, and it's very much just basically crumping. Like he's really fucking going for it in here. It's just like, I heard there's an amazing DJ that made his way to the outpost. He's been playing Krieg's, what did he call that? Dance at square, was it square dance? He named it something silly. Where is it? Krieg's Dancing Square is what it's called. He's just like, in Alkali, if you get to Krieg's Dancing Square, like I believe it's there for like a weekend. Oh, there we go. Nameless is that's a great idea for like Sally Forth's Pizza, where the cheese is under the sauce. It's under the sauce.
Deep under the sauce.
It's under the sauce. It's just like they just remix it. It's under the sauce. It's just like
sauce.
So we need to find this DJ to help us do the jingle with the sauce.
Yeah.
The DJ will help you mix the jingle with the sauce.
Nice.
You just gotta find him.
Gotta get a sauce mixer.
But we have DJ
Salamander, you said that they're at this square dance area.
It's in Turmerick's Outpost. A little like rustic for my taste, but they've been done to some really impressive renovations lately.
And how do we get there?
And he just like looks around. Like, if you promise me the jingle, and he like jangles some keys in front of you.
Done.
The keychain is definitely a fishbone, like a plastic fishbone situation dangling from it.
I'm kind of into that. And not even waiting for Sally Salamander to get off the ship. I already have the keys in. We're going.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, they're coming with us.
Sally's like, oh no. All right. I'm sorry, let me get us here. I wasn't holding controls. You guys couldn't hear me talk. So we are landing here because I don't think it's like necessary for us to like go on the journey. Like the pirates are cleared out because the pirates are scared of. They're mostly scared of Pim, Howl, and Bammon at this point. In Amon, they're like talking about horror stories about Amon, just like I heard he threw a card in somebody's face and it exploded kind of stories. It's like they killed 4 cats in cold blood kind of stories. Except for now they think the cats are okay, so don't worry.
And engaged, or soon to
I'm
be.
Right? I was like, oh my god, that guy's like really looking forward to it.
I'm sure that's not going to cause any problems later.
I have that guy's name written down. Give me a second. I can actually tell you what his name is. Oh, his name is Sod. And he looks like this.
Aw.
Well, that's a guy.
That's
He's like
who
a
was on the
mole guy.
radio?
Yep, that's who's on the radio. He has a soft voice.
You said
Definitely
so
has
many
a
names
radio face.
on the. It's like you have potential, but it's contingent.
It's like you guys, the city is getting like much better as far as like being put together. You see people walking up and down around the street, like waving at you, people carrying like large pieces of wood over their shoulders and stuff. You know, construction memes. There's somebody standing next to a flashing yellow like road sign, and they're holding up a stop sign and a shovel, and it just says under construction. It's like all the like natural things that you see in this kind of a situation. But as soon as you guys reach town, like get into town, you can hear music playing. And it's just like a thumping beat. And like you guys don't have to make rolls to follow it or anything. It's very simple to just follow it right into Krieg's Dancing Square, which is a very square room with people like dancing all over the place, and in the middle is a circular DJ booth, and Timothy is standing in the center of it.
Oh, God.
And just like everybody's getting into it. It's just like I don't know how the song goes other than hull break, hull break, hull break, hull break detected, and then it's just like bow.
Yo, it's your boy! Oh my god!
Timothy's got like drumsticks out, and he's got one of those like the touchpad things, and he's just like. And then for a real quick second, it sounds a lot like it's about to do Blue Monday, but then it doesn't. Legally distinct, it's Green Monday.
Well, as soon as Foley sees it's Timothy, he starts walking right up to him.
Timothy sees you coming, and he just like does another breakdown, then another breakdown, and like he's getting everybody hyped for it. Like the drop's about to come. The whole place is like got the one hand up, and then you hear what sounds like a window shattering, and then a huge drop, and everybody just like headbanging like crazy. And then he pulls one headphone off, and he's just like, "Foley, what brings you to my neck of the woods?"
We need your help, apparently.
And it's just like, whew, what do you guys need me for? Like, I heard you signed up with Lockstitch.
Yeah, but what if I told you I might have a way to get us back into space eventually?
And it's just literally a record scratch. And it's just like, oh, my bad.
Yeah,
He
keep it going,
gets it
keep
back
it going.
going again. He's just like, don't worry, the party's still on. Free drinks. He's like, shots all around. And it's just like, what do you mean back into space? Like,
I mean, by doing someone Salamander here a favor. I have a ship. Not space worthy yet, but it's a start.
He looks over everybody and he's just like, oh. And he waves to Ceylon, Vatna, and Nameless. He's just like, we're getting the band back together.
There you go.
He got it.
You want to help us mix up a jingle?
Absolutely. What are we looking at? Just like, and he gets out all of his stuff for us to like mix right here, Foley.
Oh shit! All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right. And Foley put out a little baggie from his jacket.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah, let's do it.
Snacks? You got snacks?
Well, we got snacks. We're gonna make music. We making it right.
Hands in the air.
Right, yeah, and we'll cut out a rail for everybody. So, have you been to this pizza place out in what was it called? Outer Haven?
Outer Haven? Like, oh, I've heard about it. I haven't been out there. Like, I heard that there's some pirates out there that might cause some problems.
No, you don't have to worry about that. I don't think.
I think Sally also just looks over and chuckles under his breath. She's like, all right, what vibe are we going for? Like, so, Nameless is the tagline for our jingle. Is it just the cheese? It's under the crust, or the cheese is under the crust?
Under the sauce.
Under the sauce. Under the sauce. Under the sauce. My bad.
Yeah, under the sauce.
Okay, under the sauce. Now, if it matches Timothy's sound, it's gonna be like it's under the sauce, under the sauce, under the sauce, and then like a drop. Sauce. But is that too much for a jingle?
Might be a little much for a jingle, but can you get a sample from the bootleg I got from this guy? And he'll pull out his little tape recorder.
He's just like, all right, absolutely. He puts the tape in. Ceylon, Vatna, and Nameless, can you each roll me a 20-sider? Oof. Dice hate Vatna. This one comes up Nameless. Nameless looking around at all of the people dancing here, which are crab people, the dog people. There's a strange group of wolves with like snake backs, just kind of vibing in the corner, just taking shots. Like instead of back legs, it's just like a lizard's tail. But don't worry about them; they're doing great. I'm just telling you the variety of people. What's the vibe of this place? Like, if we are going to mix in this feeling into the jingle, what is it?
Oh man.
If I may?
Yeah.
From the way it was described, this sounds like a rave. Like this is rave vibe, so a lot of like high energy. Definitely someone's on drugs when they make this, and it feels like there's a chance of an orgy breaking out.
This is it's like, this is our jingle, sexual pizza.
Pizza for dancing.
Yes. I love that idea.
Sexual pizza for dancing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, absolutely. So like, everybody's like getting down, like really loving it. It's just like, man, I want pizza. And it's just like, you see, Sally goes into the back and just starts making pizza because this is a Krieg's establishment. So we know there's a kitchen in there somewhere. Vatna, you are like, the reason like you can't get a very good vibe of this place is multiple like moths have come up to just begin dancing with you.
They must recognize me from Webball and want autographs.
And it's just like ding ding, and like I think that you guys get it finally. Sally comes out, everybody's eating pizza, but like Timothy looks at Foley, it's just like something's not right. Like this is good, but we're missing something.
Yeah, I mean, it needs just a little more flavor. Just we got the sauce, we got the dough. We're missing the cheese.
Missing the cheese.
Missing the cheese.
What about the smell? Can we like put like that fresh pizza smell into the air ducts and just blow it out?
Nameless, roll me a 20-sider.
Oh,
Woof.
oh.
I think Nameless, like you're on to something. Like for a second, you guys can all like smell fresh pizza coming out of the speakers. You know what I mean? Like it's just there. It's part of the song. But you just can't keep it going, Nameless. And it's just like, you just cannot keep that going. But
I just nudge Ceylon forward.
Right? Can I so I helped make these speakers for Three Vampires and a Goth Girl with Karam, and like so I've been paying attention to how you like amplify. Can it like noticing the like the smell kind of coming through and how it's kind of failing, but I think like what really matters about the smell, the flavor of the cheese, the flavor of that smell is like the nostalgia, like the memory of your first slice, like the way mom used to hide shit under the sauce. Like, right? Like the first time you realized what was under the sauce is like, oh shit, like whatever it just like that. You're feeling that when you hear this song. It hits that nostalgia, like hipster nostalgic kind of thing, like authentic way into this, and it's like it's authentically under the sauce. um so like I'm gonna like throw some crystals in, play around with it, and see if like I can beef up what Nameless was attempting to do, see if I can like push that forward with him.
yeah,
Feels
give me
like the
2d20s. Go ahead.
I have a joke to make. It feels like the first time you went deep dish.
Oof. And it wasn't, it was so
One
and so, it was meh.
one more 20-sider, Ceylon.
Two, excuse me. It's even worse.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so a tough choice.
I like thin crust.
Ceylon, you can do this, and it makes this song an incredible jingle for it. You figured out how to like get people coming, but or you can leave the song alone. It's still a good song. It's still a good jingle. He will trade the submarine for it, and it will get people there. But you can get Outer Haven to become a massively a bigger city. But you did not call upon the spirits of nostalgia. You called gluttony.
Ooh.
But you don't know that you called gluttony, and none of us will know it immediately.
I mean, I'm already one rail worth in, you know? I'm already gotten the snacks going, and that's gluttonous as ever gonna be. Yeah, no. That's let's get our glutton on. Like, I say what in the glut? I say glut in the what?
Mm-hmm. It's just like And I think fucking Sally's just coming from the back room, just like, yes! That's it! Perfect! It smells like pizza. But, like, it doesn't smell like pizza. It smells like you wanting to eat pizza.
Deep.
That's
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 deep.
fun for
Nice.
everybody. And yeah, you guys can spend the rest of the night rocking out to this. And it's just like at the end of it, the club is closed down. Vatna might be slow dancing with multiple other moths right now because it's funny in my head, but he doesn't have to be.
But he is.
Sally's drunk. Like Timothy just looks over at Foley once everybody's like slowly getting cleared out, and he's just like, "So, you guys know where Mel is?"
I wish.
Yep, no dice.
I think Pim might.
I don't think Pim would. Like Amel has not contacted anybody. The only actual one of the siblings that we've seen so far is All.
Has Leo seen them? Like all, just like I didn't
No,
know.
All has been seen by All has been seen by Nickel and by Foley. Foley saw Nick and All. And so did Nameless and Osiria. But we could go see All and ask her, because if you guys know that.
Yeah, where was she last seen?
She was last seen in the Cove, which has now been taken over. So I suddenly realized the problem with that.
We could try and send a message.
I mean, give it some time. I think we can get that radio and get it to broadcast other places.
Taken over by what?
It's been taken over by pirates, like
I have a
a
pistol.
really nasty faction of pirates.
The same faction who, until recently, owned my ship.
Very much
Oh.
so.
Well, then
Oh.
we gotta pay him back.
Well, there's our inn.
It's always
think-
nice to see where like a student of yours ends up. Are you ready, Vatna? Sorry, I cut you off, my bad.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I was just gonna say they expect their return.
I mean, we could get disguises. If y'all don't mind stripping a couple of dead bodies of their uniforms.
Timothy's just like, oh, we don't need to go through anything that macabre, and like, starts like turns up like one of his mixers, and then just like switches it back and forth. He like touches the slider, and it's just like at the bottom it says pirate, and at the other side it says like distinguished gentleman, and slides it closer to pirate, and all of you's clothes start like looking very piratey.
Pirate techno. Awesome.
It's like it's just illusion magic. Be careful and stay clear of that null metal. But what about all of our like the outfits that you're wearing right now? But if we turn them a little piratey, what does it look like?
Huh.
I think Vatna's scarf turns black with like skull and bones on him.
I literally have one eye.
That's fair. Done.
I think before this, Foley was already kind of a pirate. So I mean, pirate radio. It's a type of pirate. So I don't think much would change.
Works for me.
Yeah. I just like as a siren, the bird kind, like pirates like me. I'm good. Like I don't have to change. I'm great.
So, we are gonna get. We're gonna be in the cove. All right. So the cove looks like. Uh, how do,
I need to go AFK real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's okay. Where did I leave your weird ship behind? It looks like a fish right now. I wonder if we're gonna change it. I know Foley's away right now, but are we gonna like sneak in disguised as the cats that like ran this ship, or are we just going in there?
Are they hostile?
They will be hostile for sure.
Oh.
Hard to say. How committed are we to this? We could just park outside.
How much does Foley love this ship?
I'm not sure. He just traded a jingle for it.
So we just run the ship right through the front door before he comes back.
Just start screaming, Amel! Amel!
Right? Is that like that would be a hilarious plan?
Ding dong! Foley's not here to say no, so like.
That's on him.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Well, we're inside already, so that's
Oh,
good.
that's good. Little to no effort. Got it.
Well, not on our part, but what if we just like ram in? Right? You didn't really like this ship that much, right? The potential is there, but the work hasn't been put in.
That's not happening.
Maybe. Come on. You think about it. We've already discussed this. Like,
I have heard great success about the ramming speed tactic.
I mean, what if I just try to pull the famous card again? I mean, it worked once.
yeah, I mean, if you feel good, feel good. Are you gonna do it on like loudspeakers? So like as you're coming in, but you're like an ice cream truck kind of vibe?
You know what? Yeah. I think that's all this thing really has, is just a giant megaphone on it.
Sound just comes right out of the fish's mouth.
Aw.
It's just like as you get closer to it, you see a couple guards poke their head out over the top of the wall, and they're just like, "Hey, Bart, is that you? Your radio's not working. We're trying to communicate with you."
There is no Bart on this ship. What happened? As I found it, and I'm just returning it. By the way, my name's Foley Silvertongue. You may recognize my voice. I used to run a bit of a pirate radio station, broadcasted all over the dimensions.
It's just like they look back and forth at each other and like, it does sound familiar. It sounds familiar. It's just, what are you doing in that ship?
We found it.
It's like he's gonna be so upset. They're gonna be so upset. It's like, were there any survivors? Was it in an accident of some kind?
Between me and you, it looked abandoned.
Oh,
Like
they're gonna be
whoever
so
had
sad.
it before just sort of ran out.
was like, hold on. Let me ask another question here. Were there any dirt bikes inside?
Nope. Go on.
They made a run for it. I knew it. I knew they were going to make a run for it. All right. Come on in. You'll be able to gain your reward for returning the ship. Thank you.
Well, can the reward just be we keep the ship?
That seems a little ridiculous. That you're going to have to talk with the Shaper.
Foley will turn around and look at the rest of the crew. Do you guys know anything about the Shaper?
Nope.
Shrug.
It would be access or information that Vatna had access to, but he hasn't been paying attention, so no.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Well, I got us in, but we better keep the ship and find a way out.
So we are going to be... Oop, not that one. Spend a day of reusing a lot of maps, which is very handy, but all at the same time.
Weren't we just supposed to write a song? How'd we end up here?
Alright, so we're in the city, and like it is full of just like pirates everywhere. Like there are banners hanging with Jolly Rogers with single like cannon holes through them. And like the biggest banner that you see all over the place is an anvil with a hammer and a pair of tongs. But you just see people like selling everything. There are folks on the street corners like playing like very piratey music, like with accordions and all that. And you guys are all looking for All, right? Yeah, because you want to ask all about ML.
Mm-hmm. Listen for the sound of a guitar. Maybe she's a bursar here too.
Oh, anyone know where she might be?
Timothy's just like, we could just ask around. How many Warpletingers are there?
Good point.
Vatna looks like he's about to say something about that, but decides not to.
All right, Nameless, can you roll me 2d20 and take the higher?
Oh, wrong one. Ignore that.
Ah, shit, 2d100. Take that 16. Nameless, like, what are you doing? Like, there's like a 3-card Monty game going on the corner.
Well, of course I'm gonna go and try and play while they look for our mystery person.
And it's just like, as like it's going, you are able to follow it every single time. And it gets to the point where the guy looks up, and he's a flamingo. And he's just like, okay, I get it. You're at this trick. It's just like, what brings you, like, he like folds the cards up, shuffles them into like a deck, and then just starts draws another 3 completely different looking ones to do it with. And he's just like, follow the queen, and he shows you the Queen of Hearts. And he's just like, what brings you to the cove? I don't recognize your face, friend.
Oh, we're just looking for an old friend.
An old friend? Maybe I can help you. Like, maybe you can stop robbing me blind. And then, like, he puts his hands out for you to pick which card it is. Doesn't matter which one you grab, it's always going to be right.
Oh, perfect.
He's just like, you little... He's just like folded up, like, again, and he just like shuffles them in his hand. He's just like, follow the queen, and he sets him down and really starts shuffling him. And just like, so who you looking for? Like, you got a vague description?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to say it. Warbledun? A warble?
Warpletinger?
Warbletinger.
Yep, you can blame Carrie for that one.
I like Warble done.
And then
Have you seen any? Possibly good with a guitar?
it's just like, never seen one with a guitar. No. And like, you definitely see him, like, while you're in the middle of that sentence, takes the queen and throws it off of his thing and replaces it with a different card. You see him cheating. But I need you to know this, Nameless. When you pick the card, it's going to be the Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to cheat you. He's trying to cheat you. And he's just like, which one? Where's the lady?
Can I use one of my action points to see if he'll just tell me what I need to know?
What? You got an ability for it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do have like commune.
Yeah. For one action
Alright.
point.
Yep, go ahead and give me a 20-sider. Let's. No, you know what? You don't even need to. That's 16. I'll let it rock unless you want to try to get higher.
I'm a gambling man.
All right. Yeah, give me that roll. Nice, because this does not mean he doesn't give you the information. It just means she's in more trouble than I thought. And he's just like, he scoops up his cards real quick, and he's just like, oh, Warpletingers. It's just like, I haven't seen any around. He's just like, the Shapers got her in his back room. Like, they were working her over for days. They heard that she was in league with the Lockstitch, and they are not happy with Lockstitch right now. She's like, Ferris has been like really working her over. Ferris doesn't look like she's in the best shape, but be careful. She's mad. And like, he tilts his head to this building right over here. He's like, she's in the back room. Careful, guys. And he's just like, oh, that's it for me today. Guess I'm just like, you wiped me out. I don't. And he just like casually whistles and goes away.
All right. I'm definitely going back to the team and letting them know what I found out.
Looking over to that smithy. What are the vibes of that place?
Of a smithy?
Yeah, the building where the mail's being held.
Oh, that's like, it's like a town hall that's been converted into like a gang leader's home kind of deal. Well guarded. It has like a really big mole man guarding the door. Like, he seems infuriated about something, and it has a very little guy guarding the door as well. This little guy's wearing a pinstripe suit. You can see that there is normally a crow's nest up top here, but nobody is standing there right now. The doors and windows are locked and very thick and reinforced from a distance. Not impossible, not like barred, but it is a protected home or place.
Heist in the pirate town. Does anybody
So I'm
have a
thinking we should
plan?
be as peaceful as possible.
You want to talk with them?
All right, what's the plan? Do we want just like, are you scoping out trying to look in windows, or are you just like, what's the goal here?
I say we sneak through the back.
Or sneak through the top? That crow's nest is a
Yeah.
blind spot.
Oh, yeah. I have another ability that could help us.
I love when you all find abilities that you can use.
I have Feather Hook. Grappling hook that gently glides itself upward like a balloon until it reaches and attaches to a ledge. We can
Yeah,
go through the crow tower.
Okay. And so
Can
we
we
know.
do that unseen?
I think you guys have every chance to do it unseen. I mean, do you do it unseen? I can never tell. But can you? Probably. So what's the plan? Like, all four of you doing that? Is it just...
Well, if we talk with them, they're
Ceylon
probably
being
going
the
to figure out.
distraction.
I mean, do you have something in mind? Like, are we taking requests from the crowd? Foley, what do you think?
I don't know, though. Pulling the whole I'm famous thing has been working for Foley pretty well, and I actually have an ability that supports that.
Yeah, I'll spot you.
Yeah,
What are you
I
miming?
literally have, we can walk in the front door.
Y'all can go up through the crow's nest. We take the front door.
Yeah, talk our way in. Like, the ability I'm referencing is, you know who I am?
Do you? I
You
don't think you
impress
do.
common folk and minions by pretending to be someone notable, i.e. myself.
I
So
like
yeah, I
that
can
plan.
probably come up with some bullshit pretext to get us in there.
I like that plan. And I'm going to use my Creton's fascinators to make commoners adore me.
All right, I'm going through the top. Because I want to use my feather hook.
Oh yeah, we got a man on the inside, but it's nameless.
Okay. So,
Every house
heads
needs a
up.
grease man.
Heads up for like, things are gonna need rolls, for the record, because these guys, all the pirate folk on this thing, those are your commoners. These two here aren't even minions. These two here are bosses. Like, both of them are. This guy is on the same level as Farah that we saw literally yesterday, who took multiple shots from him and did not go down. These are the some of the higher members of the Shaper's crew. So, just heads up, you don't want to fight them, especially not here on their turf. I'm not saying you couldn't win, but I don't think you guys can beat the Shaper, and this is going to call him.
And I just want to make sure this is the guy whose fiance ran out on him.
He yes, I suppose you could say ran out on him by
He doesn't
being
know she's
murdered by
dead.
the crew yesterday.
He doesn't know that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what? Your ability works instantly. This guy does know you. He comes like, Side comes running up to you. He's like, "You there, Foley, pirate radio?
That's me.
I heard.
How you doing, big man?
I've been better. I'm a little worried right now. My fiance Alice was supposed to be on the ship that you are currently bringing into our port. Nameless, you are. What's it look like for you to be like feather hooking up? You don't need to make a roll because as long as Foley can keep Stod distracted in this conversation. Is it a Batman grappling hook? Is it a like you're standing there like twirling a rope like a lasso grappling hook situation?
Yeah, definitely the ladder. Like whipping it up and then it just gently goes up. Like I put all this effort into it and it just gently glides up.
It's just like, oh, should use my abilities more often. Tug, tug. Hold on. Production value is necessary. All right, so you three, Saad is asking questions. It's just like, what happened to the ship? Like, how did you find it? Where did you find it? Were there anybody in there? Were there any bodies in there? Were there signs of blood? Did you find their dirt bikes?
Whoa, whoa, slow down, slow down. First things first. You might want to sit down when it comes to some of the crew members. There was a note.
Oh, there was a note. All right, absolutely. He sits down. And it's just like, okay, okay. Did
Alright.
they say where they're going? Was there a map?
There wasn't a map. It was less of a letter and more of a list of grievances.
Grievances?
Yeah, poor working conditions, things like that. There was some mention of unwanted advancements from the higher ups.
No.
Yeah, that's what it said. I mean, we weren't even sure we were gonna come here until this one, and he points at Vatna, guilt tripped me into letting you know what was going on.
It was the right thing to do.
He puts his hand on Vatna's shoulder. She's like, she loved me, man. I know she did.
Not according to that letter.
It's hard
But-
to know anyone.
I would love to broadcast your side of the story. And Foley pulls out his tape recorder. Would you have time for an interview?
Yeah.
Maybe she'll hear your pleas and come back.
Sassafras, watch the door for me. You see Sassafras like gets right in front of the door, and he has his under his over he has a pinstripe suit on. You can see that underneath his suit jacket, he is definitely holding two like guns in there. On his belt, he has a blackjack. On the other side of his belt is a set of brass knuckles for just his hand. Not brass knuckles, normal ones, like the ones that go into a giant knife, like with spikes on them. And then like he's got,
knife?
yeah, he's definitely got a trench knife situation. And he's got like a knife in his boot as well. And he's just like, got it. And he like puts a cigar in his mouth and starts smoking. And he's like looking up as Nameless is just like
I just step next to him and I say, I love your suit. Who are you wearing?
It's just like, oh, just the finest from Dactyl. And like, it's just like, go ahead and feel it. It's like smooth as a baby's bottom.
It is, and it's so functional. How many pockets does it have?
Vatna, if you touch this, it hurts. It's like getting electrocuted. In reverse.
Yeah, he does go to touch it and just flinches back. It's like, oh.
You can roll a 20 side if you don't want to flinch. But if you want to flinch,
Sure.
that's fine too. He's just like,
Sure, we'll leave it to the die. He flinches.
okay. So, Sassafras just like, I forgot about this side. Some of you with your weak magical constitutions.
I'll have you know, sir, my magical constitution is fortuitous. I didn't come here to be insulted.
And it's just like, back up, stay with your radio friends then. Don't get close to this door. We don't like your type around here. These are the types of people that we like. And he points to a sign that's just all non-magical beings.
How affront.
So it's like, that's okay. It's like, I'll take him, Sassafras. And he puts his hand on Vatna's shoulder, pulling him in. And he's just like, thank you. I appreciate a man who knows to do the right thing. And I did need to know about Alice. But what more can you guys tell me? Was there anything else to the note? Did you bring it?
When we were getting the ship started, the letter sort of fell into the ocean. Seemed like a proper place for it, in all honesty. You did not want to see some of those grievances.
I need to know. And he like bangs his hand on the table as like the beetle guy comes out and delivers you all just basically like rot gut rum. He sets it down in front of everybody, and he's just like, to Alice.
Alice.
I will be very clear. He expects all of you to cheers him. He looks at Ceylon and Vatna.
Hold one up.
To Alice. To Alice.
Timothy's way over here like, I'm entirely too magical. And like, you all shoot the shot back, and you're not drunk. Not off the one shot, don't worry. But it burns. And he's expecting you guys to react to the burn, because he goes, oh, they make it strong down here.
I'm gonna need a chaser on this one. And it's just like baggy, like just showing to Foley with like wiggle wiggle, like
Only
you
drops
got
what's
some?
left of the bag on the table.
Saj's just like, oh yeah, don't mind if I
Ugh.
do. Little
Whoa, hold on. You didn't put in on this.
It's just, I didn't know we were partying. He just like snaps his hands, I think, like giant claws a couple times. He's just like, Beetle Boy, get me the stuff.
I think Vatna will partake in the cheers, but not drink it. You know I can't drink this. I'm too young.
The Beetle Boy just comes back and he like puts down shots for everybody, but in the center of it, there are two piles. One that looks like a pale green flower, not dried out at all, mind you. It's just like, and like a pile of rolling papers for that. But then there's just a straight like pile of iridescent powder. Not iridescent the same way, like not iridescent. Salt. It is a pile of red salt that gets you fucked up. It's what Concoction was addicted to in the news games.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are they doing all this like towards the entryway, like, or deep inside?
I think they're actually over here at this other bar.
Oh, so like in ear and sight shot from me.
Oh yeah, you see just all of these drugs and drinks happening right down there.
Okay. Well, totally Nameless then getting emotional and seeing all the drugs, shouts from the top and goes, to Allison.
And it's just like,
I'll just shout to
So-
Allison.
to Alice? What's her full name, Allison? I was a terrible boyfriend.
You were gonna try to marry her and didn't even know her full name?
Felt like we'd get to the like silly little like stuff about like that later, you know? I thought we had our whole lives ahead of us.
Knowing your partner's name isn't silly or little. Come on, man. You should know better than that.
I've never done this before. Look at me. Like, I know.
What?
You
What
look at
about
me
you?
and you see a handsome giant mound of mole flesh. But deep down, I'm just an insecure little guy. Oh, that's all I wanted to be. Just a little guy. That's why I signed up with fucking the Shaper here. It's like Pirate King is as good as Pirate Queens, right?
In what way? You seem incredibly lonely.
I thought Alice was the one.
Right, but according to her letter, you were just a tyrant the way you ran your ship, and honestly, I think I can help your public image with recruiting numbers.
I was like, you're gonna recruit for the Shaper? This
Oh,
is not the
no,
Shaper.
no.
Go ahead.
What we can do, this interview is going to air, right? You make working here sound so good. Make it sound amazing, right? And, once it gets out, it might pique people's interests. But of course, for me to broadcast, I'm going to need my ship.
All right. I think we can get an agreement going. And while this is happening, Nameless has been slinking down the chimney of this place. I think it does come out like right here. And inside this room, you see a steampunk-looking fox woman with many bandages on. Like one of her hands is completely bandaged up, the same shoulder, like the arm is in a sling, and she is just socking this teenage Warbletinger in the face. Just fucking bam. And it's just like, tell me how I get into them. Just give me a little information that helps me just kill one of them. And she's holding up a picture of Pim. You guys can all see a picture of Pim. It's just like, how do I get to her? Where is she? And then she just, before all can even answer, she just socks her in the face.
Do I see that big burly guy too?
The guy, I don't think he's actually in here yet. Let me remove him from
Okay.
this.
Oh Lord. So glad I'm flying solo. So that's they're beating up a bunny girl
Yep.
and she's crying.
Crying. No, she's definitely not crying. She's swearing a lot and spitting blood back.
Okay,
She's
so
like, get fucked.
she's tough.
She's tough. She's missing an arm. Her prosthetic arm is sitting on the table.
Hmm. Lord. Well, I'm just gonna drop in. Wait. Are they like right underneath me?
Yeah, I would say that yeah, I'd say you'd be able to drop right in on them.
Okay, I want to try and drop right on them.
All right, what's the plan?
To just drop on her and then see how it goes. See if I roll a natural 20 and knock her out.
I believe in the heart of the die.
Okay.
Huh.
Yay!
That too was really close to a 20 for a second.
Yeah. So my backup plan is, because that failed miserably, is to ask her if she believes in love from above.
She's just like, you see her like reach with one arm, and she draws like a huge not a huge, it's like it's a shuttle, like it's a very curved like sword, and she like puts it up to Nameless's throat, and she's like, who are you? What is going on here? And she's like, and she's about to yell guards. Not a scimitar, a shuttle.
Well, I'm gonna just say I'm totally sorry and that I was just cleaning the chimney and I slipped.
Yeah, 1000% roll me a 20-sider. Shit, fuck it. This is all right. And just like, she's like, "Oh, was cleaning day today? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she like sheaths her sword and she's like, "Oh, it's been so rough here. Invaders left and right. news reporters coming in, interviewing people, and then, man, it's just like it's good to have. What was your name again? Like, it's good to have trustworthy folks on the crew. Stick
Oh,
it. Oh, good.
well, I wanted to say that my name is Pulsar Gun, and pull out my Pulsar and try and shoot her.
Yeah, okay. Roll 2d20, take the higher.
Yeah. Oh.
It's still an 11 and a 12. Those are full successes. You shoot her, and she just like hits the wall, and like goes down to like on her side, and she's like, "What the hell?" And Ol's just like, "Suck it!" And like you see like like get up, like you know how when people stand on chairs because they're like tied to it, but their legs aren't tied down.
Yeah.
So like she's leaning really forward, and she just runs and headbutts Ferris in the face, like full in the mouth.
Atta girl.
Yeah.
And she's just like, "Well, thanks for the help. How are we getting out of here?"
I wanna untie her and give her back her prosthetic because she lost it.
Yeah, it was taken from her, and she's like, "Thanks." And she like puts it back on. Does
And
the like test it a couple times. Go ahead.
can we climb back up using the feather rope?
And she, yeah, definitely, you guys can.
All right, that's the way we're going.
Yeah, I don't even think that's rolls. I do think we're gonna get back out to. Wait, where's the map? Okay. So you guys outside will see Nameless and Ol like making their escape out the chimney. But you then will also see Sassafras is like looking around, and you see him open the door and go inside for a second.
Say to Foley and Ceylon, we gotta go.
Are they still drinking?
Foley never conducts an interview drunk. All right, that's not professional. Did he have a few? Yes. But you're right.
Sod for sure Sod is a sloppy ass drunk right now. He's just
I've
crying.
kept my distance from him since he started the interview. He keeps trying to pull me back in.
He does. He's just constantly reaching. It's just like, oh, it's so sad. Like she never said that she loved me or like anything to me, but still, like I felt it, deep down.
Yeah, I get that, buddy. I mean, love on the rocks. It's life. I get it. But that being said, I think we got what we need for this interview. By the way, you come across as very sympathetic. Who knows? Maybe once this airs, you might have some more people interested in you.
Is it like how's it gonna air? Like what?
Oh, I'm rebooting the radio station. So once we start broadcasting again, I'm gonna make sure this is the first interview I play. I don't know how long it's gonna be until then, but again, thank you for the ship. Thank you for the interview. This is gonna make great, absolutely fantastic content, and I hope it helps your organization as well. And like I said, who knows? Some lonely heart out there may hear it and may feel a kindred spirit with you. I thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for us. And we need to get back to the ship because the sooner we get those repairs going, the sooner we can broadcast for you. You enjoy the rest of your day, okay? Try not to go too hard on all this. I mean, there's nothing worse for a broken heart than intoxicants.
Just nothing better, you mean? It's just like, and like you just see him like, I'm good. I'm good. And then he passes out.
Yeah, and I think that's our cue.
Good show.
Yeah.
At this point, Nameless and I'll have definitely gotten down. You guys can all be heading for the ship if you want to, for sure.
Yep, because when they come to and when the little guy comes out, that's gonna be bad.
Mel, so glad to have found you.
It's like, oh, I'm all.
All
like-
right, let's get back to the ship.
I thought you looked different. We're
I-
looking for a Mel, but glad you're safe too.
Yeah, I was fine in that city for a little while, and then, it's like, we have Timothy and Sally Forth all crammed into this little 4-cat submarine.
Wait, she was
Then-
still with us?
Oh, absolutely, Sally hasn't gone anywhere.
I thought we left her at the club.
Nope.
Neat.
Like, Al looks around at everybody. It's just like, ah, nice to see you guys. It's just like, so you guys are looking for a Mel?
Do you know where she is? We're getting the band back
Last I
together.
heard of Mel, she said that she was going to try to record the sound of ice.
Sound vividly embedded into my core memories.
Please let it sound like Vanilla Ice.
Ding 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 ding.
Well, where would she be recording the sound of ice?
Ceylon, can you roll me 2d20? I think this is kind of up your alley. Oof, okay. Ceylon, you know where we can find the sound. The sound that will like. Oh, what, did I move you guys' screen? I did. That's weird. What did I just show you? You're not there. Don't worry about that. That was a bunch of zombie bugs.
Yeah, that looked like a bad place to be.
It went better than expected. There was a head in that bag, though. Ceylon, she is gone here. It's just like the most haunting kind of like crooning comes from the mountains at the top of Evil. It is nearby the restaurant in Hell, but the restaurant in Hell is not always there. Well, it is. It's weird. Don't worry about that. But that spot connects with Seasonal as well. It is the same mountains that Katori's people are in. It's just a little bit further over. But you know the peaks of places, like the most dangerous place in the world is here. On all, like, whenever 3 sides touch, that place is dangerous.
Oh.
Mark it on the map and set a heading.
I mean, we should probably drop off Sally.
Sally's just like, so how's the jingle going?
Oh yeah, we were working on that. It's coming along. We're just getting the last of what we need for our little group to really talk about how the cheese is under the sauce.
Oh, the cheese is so under that sauce.
The cheese is under the sauce.
The cheese is under the sauce.
Could I have gotten a recording of the jingle from Timothy's Club? Play it back for Sally.
Oh, Sally was in there. Sally had heard that much of it. I wasn't sure if
Looking
it
for
was
notes
completely
from
done.
her.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever decided if it was done or not.
I mean,
Yeah, looking for notes from her.
Uh,
Comments.
You're the client.
yeah.
Sally
So-
is he, him, for the record. I know Sally is generally a female name, but I thought Sally Forth was funny. And
Gotcha.
then I started calling him, so. Oh. So, notes. She's like, this is good. This is really good. But I'm thinking about the patrons outside of my place. They were raw, you know? They felt it in their hearts. When he said maybe, oh. After all,
That's why we mixed that in from the sample I got.
oh, was it raw enough? Let's see. Let me see. Does he like it? I think this is a 3D20 situation. I think it's good. I think it is very good, and it will bring in gluttonous people. It is not as perfect as it could be. But if you guys want to say go ahead with good, we're perfectly fine, and we'll go with good.
That's why we
Well,
gotta go get a Mel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to finish up the mix.
They'll know what to do.
Yeah.
I was just like, can you drop me off at the hospital? Like, one of her teeth is chipped. Her arm is on a skew. She's definitely had multiple fingers and her one hand broken.
Hospitals are also for squares. Just like practice.
You see her put her thumb to one of her nostrils and then just snot rocket a big old chunk of blood inside of your sub.
Hey, clean that up.
Can I just teleport her to the hospital at Silver Thimble?
You cannot teleport that far at all. Not even close. Like, you guys are in Alkali right now.
Sally, does Outer Haven have a hospital?
Oh, it absolutely does. You can take it. You can drop her off at Malpractice. He'll take care of her.
Perfect.
It's like, don't worry. And it's just like, we'll get you back and we'll get you taken care of.
And for real though, clean up that blood.
I think it's just like, oh, I got it. And she puts her foot on it and just wipes it back and forth.
That's a sea crime. You can't do that. Patronize your captain.
So I think, yeah. We drop them off. They go get taken care of by Malpractice. And like, Timothy is still with you, but we don't have to worry about keeping Sally safe.
Nameless, how did you even pull that off? It's as if she was unguarded.
Yeah, they're amateurs there.
I'll say you should have heard the big one weeping. And Foley will throw the tape he recorded, the interview tape, into the ocean.
Oh, I thought we were going to sample his crying.
Oh god, that would have been good.
Yeah, I was thinking we could like cut some of that raw emotion into it.
Oh.
Fuck it, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Use it as a bridge.
She loved me.
It's under the sauce.
It's under the sauce. It's like, where'd the romance go? It's under the sauce.
Oh, that's good. Alright, hold on to the tape then.
So dumb.
Honestly, I didn't think I'd get that far.
All right, so you guys, I think we get to do a fun little montage situation of us getting to Sonnery, like ocean bound. Oh my god, hold on. So 1 second. I need to have all of the maps that we need to traverse as in one. Did I save it on this thing because that would have been smart, or did I not because that is who I am? I did not because that is who I am. I don't need the judgment. I can feel it from here. This is going to be very, like, bright white, and I apologize to you guys about it.
All right, I'm ready. My eyes are prepped.
Okay. Yeah, everybody get your eyes ready, because this is going to suck, kind of.
Ow, my eyes.
I'm overwhelmed.
Oop, that was bad. That was a bad one.
Oh.
That was bad. That was bad color. That's bad color, everybody.
It didn't help. It didn't help.
I made it worse. I made it worse. Oh, okay. So we are coming from over here, like technically over here, but Celestial Sea is not part of this map yet. We need to get here.
So fold it, like
That's
a
what
slice
I
of
was
pizza.
thinking.
Just fold it.
Yeah. Clearly,
Yeah,
the
just
ice is under
fold
the
the
sauce.
tips.
I think Nika sent me the thing that's gonna like stop this from killing us.
Yay!
Now I can't see where the map ends though. No, it's all good though. All right. All right. And now we got Celestial Sea in here. So if we're here, Foley, do we have a way of getting you up the waterfall, or are we going all the way around? Like,
I mean, what are the ship's capabilities?
I don't know. You guys tell me. Like, what's the sub cut out to do?
How fast can it go? It's nuclear
It-
powered.
We know that it's fast because it's driven like a crotch rocket.
I'd say I almost want to say for the sake of narrative, we have we've jerry-rigged up something that gives us enough thrust to actually get over the waterfall. But
With salmon in this one?
yeah, we're salmon in this one. It does have that kind of strength, but after it does climb high enough, or once it crests the waterfall, it does need to be parked for a little while to service a lot of the parts, because it's a rough journey to get up.
Oh, absolutely. We could you could stop at the Silver Thimble to get it repaired.
Yeah.
And then you can
And a new paint job so it doesn't look like a pirate ship.
Oh, a new paint job. Oh god, what are we painting it as? I mean, it's Foley's ship, so
Yeah. Let me get back to you on that.
Same
Because right now
colors
it's
as the
fish
void.
painted, right?
Right now it looks like a fish made of scrap metal.
Yeah, give me some time to think on that.
Alright. So that's how we're getting up it. We're salmoning our way up. I don't think it's necessary to do a roll. I just wanted to know how long it took. But that's a much faster way. I mean, I'm going to say it takes like days to do this, though. But then we just head off for those mountains. What's everybody's snow gear, real quick?
I didn't
gear?
know I had any.
Yeah.
None of you dress for it.
Oh no, I'm like full puffy white Arctic camo. Hood up, of course.
Styling. I think I have my like fluffy feathers. Like I have fluffy ski pants kind of things, but they're shorts and they're just It's all fluffed. Yeah. It's like down.
I'll take it for sure. Like, you guys don't even have to like get cold. Like, if your characters don't get cold that way, I'm perfectly fine with it.
I think Foley just found as many blankets as he could in the ship, or whatever cloth he could, and just wrapped himself in it. Because he just has this jacket he wears. Yeah.
I support it.
And if Nameless needs stuff, he'd be willing to share.
Perfect, because I definitely do. Do you have thermal underwear?
You gonna climb in with me?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay, we're good. We're all set now.
Nice. Okay. Hold on. Let me just. There we go. It's just climb into his underwear for warmth. It's like a tauntaun, but just with just the pants.
You know, I used that line before and it didn't work for me.
If you've ever used the words "I am gonna climb in her like a tauntaun," I'm gonna be very upset.
Climb in my underwear for warmth. Doesn't work.
Yeah, does it smell as bad as a tauntaun? I'm gonna assume you're all well groomed. Is what I'm in my head. You're all perfectly fine groomed.
I have some down feathers for him.
Nice. Sorry, real bad. So you guys wander these mountains, and like, it's spooky up here. As the snow falls, like every time a big snowflake lands nearby you guys, it's almost like a creepy piano tune the entire way up this mountain. Like, how are we all reacting to it? Give me 20-siders, and like the music is trying to make you anxious. It is giving you the feeling that something bad is going to happen. It is trying to give you those feelings. Are you resisting? So, Vatna and Ceylon, unaffected by the ominous music. Like, you guys can hear it. You can feel that like something is trying to do it. But Foley, with Nameless in his underwear, are basically shivering. Or like, maybe not shivering, but like jumping at everything that's making a noise.
I think Foley is holding Nameless like the little spoon in this to try to comfort himself.
Yeah. I need Foley's comfort right now.
Yeah, we're finding solace in each other.
Nice. Fuck. What's that Garth Brooks song? Now I got friends in low places.
I got friends in underwear.
It's was it In the Thunder Rolls is what I'm thinking.
Strikes. Yeah.
It's like the one about like the kid going to be a farmhand for that one woman and then them just like fucking. that is the song that is in my head. Probably not completely right, but you guys hear inside this like inn is like a very haunting music coming out of it. Like have you guys ever heard Poe?
Yes.
Oh my god, I love Poe.
Yeah, it's very Poe coming out of there. Just like breathy, like lyric singing, and it's just like just the strum of one guitar is coming from inside, but you don't hear any other voices. Although you can definitely tell that this inn is well lit, it is just like crowded.
Does it look like it's open invitation?
Oh
Can I
yeah,
just go in?
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, get inside.
You see so many bats. Just bat people everywhere. A lot of them are from evil, but they make their homes here. You see 2 crows in the rafters. They have pants on, but that is the most they are going to wear. But they are humanoid-esque, and they are looking down at you guys, just like staring and blinking. But mostly, they're watching this woman in the corner with a like acoustic guitar that looks like it's made out of ice, as she is just playing and singing songs. Also, that is a mask covering her face. That is not her face.
Find an open seat nearby to where she's playing.
Yeah, you guys can like sit at the bar real close to her. And I think she's gonna see you guys pretty much immediately. And like she nods and then finishes her set. And it's like in my head, it's very raw. Very just like Poe, very Fiona Apple. Like that is the music that I think an Ice Witch version of a Mel has been playing. It's like
I'll applaud.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When she finishes, she finishes with like the sound of cracking ice as she like plucks the last of her strings, and she just looks at you 5 because Timothy is definitely here. I just don't have him on the map. And she's just like, and what brings such notable guests to this neck of the woods?
Notable?
Well, everybody knows you, Foley.
I am famous. Did that come across as, conceited? I felt like it was a little conceited.
It's a little conceited. Timothy's just like, I've been meaning to say that, man. It's a little, when you start conversations that way, it's kind of weird. I mean, it keeps working, so I just like, it's not weird to them.
Wrong.
Until it stops working, though. I mean,
yeah, I'm not saying stop or anything. It's just like somebody's just like, "Oh, I got 1 beer for Foley," and they said it's a guy down the way decided to get you a beer. He's just like, "I got another beer for Foley."
hey, liquid cash! Look at that. Sometimes it pays to be famous. But yeah, we actually need your help.
I see you've been keeping up. Indicating
I have been.
Guitar.
There's a strangeness to where we wound up when we got back. Where the Harbinger put us, it was discordant. And we're trying to make it whole. It's like, have you heard of null metal?
Thoroughly. That is one thread I do follow events of. It is much worse than I anticipated.
The city nearby. Nearby is a stretch, but the city to the west of the Warren, where we have been living, is a place called Dactyl. And that place has been mining near the border of our sides of the world, and then converting those raw materials into null metal, and then using null metal to continue mining. It's just like, it's caused a massive problem in just the balance of magic up there. And I've discovered that Song has a thing or two. And she like looks at all of you. I imagine you all must have discovered the same.
We're on a quest of discovery. But we need talent.
And she fingers her guitar and she's just like, I've got some talent. What you guys need from me?
Foley immediately starts playing the jingle.
She nods and she's just like, "Oh, we're doing jingles." She's like,
Yeah, of all the things, a jingle.
all the bats are just in the room are just like, I could go for some pizza. It's like that seems okay. And it's just like, oh, I could eat like 6 pizzas. I think Amel like raises an eyebrow to Ceylon, and it's just like, you know this is gonna make people hungry, right?
Indeed.
Oh, we should have bought some chairs in that pizza place.
Oh, maybe we still can.
I've heard through this jingle a few times already by now. Is there any way for me to detect the presence of that gluttony spirit?
You can tell that it's there, but you can't do anything about it because it was Ceylon's decision to leave it. But you can know that it's going to do this.
I think I would have mentioned it to Ceylon. That could get out of hand. Eventually.
But if we get shares,
We'll become rich.
I
good
mean,
to
if
go.
we get shares, like,
Fund our projects. Fund the band. Akana will
Timothy-
handle the contracts.
Oh, we've worked Akana into this. Excellent. This is Timothy being very excited. Timothy's like, woof, and he like fixes his tie. He's just like, I've been out of the dating game a little while, but have you seen Akana in that nun outfit? Oh, sorry, I saw pictures. He has pictures from the masquerade of like Akana wearing her outfit, and then he closes his wallet back up. He's like, don't worry about it.
Turn to Amel and say, maybe together we can do something about it.
Amel nods, and she's just like, I'm on my way back to the Warrens now, but it's like I've got a little like studio set up in the room over here. If we want to, sorry, the covert. I keep calling it the Warrens. Like that was the initial idea. It's the covert. Sorry, that is what we named it. That is where they live.
What direction is that from here?
That is from where we are. It is north and then east. You have to go to through Virtuoso, and then you'll end up on the side that has the covert on it.
Okay.
Like both of those maps are in the pipeline of getting done.
Heard it here, folks.
There's also a side in the pipeline of getting done that we do not have any idea what it looks like, so. Okay, I didn't know we were going to mix this song in the studio here, so like it's going to look a little. This is supposed to be in Ione, for the record, is where I was picturing we were going to be.
Did we even go to Ione?
We have not gone to Ione at all.
Okay,
but
making sure.
For the record, I think this jingle is working its way into the most popular song on the planet.
Wasn't that the goal?
That is the goal. It's like, we're still accomplishing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't write a #1 hit song, in
This is
5
like-
minutes, okay?
Look at it like this, because no one told you life was gonna be this way, and then a bunch of clapping. Like, first they're gonna hear that, like, this, and then they're gonna want a real radio version of it.
Just means we'll hit the top of the charts in our category.
Yeah.
And they won't be able to stop. They'll want more and more and more.
Absolutely, yeah, the gluttony is, like, part of it.
Eventually, we're going to burn out from fame and not be able to capture this glory again.
We don't have to. They'll just keep eating it. It's junk food. It doesn't matter if it's good. We know it's good because we're great and we're amazing. Yes, absolutely. But, like, this is just a jingle to us.
Yeah.
It's all filler, baby. Like,
We didn't know we were writing the #1 hit in the world. I'm sure the Beatles didn't know that was going to happen when they went on Ed Sullivan.
I feel
You
like
don't know
everything
these
we
things
play.
until they happen.
Maester, have you been spending time with Krieg?
has solid financial advice. And it's difficult to start planning for retirement. Like, I need time to work on my music. And I can't be dealing with all of these like itty bitty little details and also worrying about like where am I gonna live? How am I gonna make sure like I can pay for all my snacks in retirement? Yeah, no. At a certain point, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. That's okay.
I think upon the mentioning of Krieg, Timothy's hand just like clenches into a fist and just starts shaking.
Oh no.
It's, you know, it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. This man doesn't respect my instruments.
Yeah. Again, you gotta separate. You gotta keep it separated. Mm-mm.
Like his disco ball mask has like goes from like this little smile that it has to almost a scowl on the outside of it, just locked in a scowl.
Oh. Okay, okay. Oh, no. We're here now. We're here now. No.
We're here now. We're here now. He's like, okay. And it's
Oh,
like
that's space. Let's get back to
he
space.
puts on his like the EDM beats going on. He's just like, okay, I got this part of it. And it's just like it's under the sauce. It's under the sauce. It's under the sauce.
It's just man crying.
Weeping.
Sauce.
Sauce.
I'll
That's
come
so
in with
good.
a bass line.
Ooh.
Match it every time the guy cries.
How do we make this really happen?
Someone's gonna mix it together.
You gonna be the
Amel's
sauce
just
man?
like, who's crying? Why is it so real? It's like
Because it was.
it's just like I didn't know you guys could like distill the essence of a simp.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be mad when he finds out that lady didn't run out on him.
How will he know?
Well, we didn't bury those bodies.
Huh?
Crabs in
Okay,
the tide will.
We left all the evidence.
Those bodies are gonna wash up on a coast for sure. Don't even for a second think that we're done with those bodies. It's fucking like Trotsky's fucking bodies is what that is. It's like you showed them on camera. We're gonna use them.
Chekhov's corpse. That's great.
So we got a fucking rock and bass line from Vatna. And we've got Foley mixing in his interview of a guy just crying. It's like at some point you just hear Alice. It's like it's under the sauce. Amel's just like, all right, and she just like starts playing guitar along with it, and it does give it like a really just. It feels real. Like I think. What song has done that? There was like a really good song that had like an acoustic guitar, but like a digital like track. I can't. And it had a woman singing it. What was that called?
Chandelier.
It could be Chandelier.
I'm just throwing random
J-
stuff.
No,
Don't take
it
it
honestly like
seriously.
it could be like a Sia joint. Like what does this song sung by Sia sound like?
Like a grown man crying about pizza sauce.
Right?
She ran away under the sauce.
But like the long holdout, Cassia holds like Sia like holds her notes long, and so like in terms of like well, what's under the surface, right? And so I don't know. I don't like what existential question. We're already doing gluttony, so we're good there. So never mind. It's just like, what would Sia do? And I don't know, what is the hashtag deep dish like aspect to it?
This
Other
stuff
than
is too deep
gluttony.
dish.
But that's just it, right? Like you want to drown in more and more and more and more. Like you wish you had more. Again, you can't. You wish you had love. But like where is it? It's under the sauce. We know that, but do you know that in the moment? No. You're trying to find under the sauce. The sauce is endless.
How many edibles have you had?
How Okay, no. It's just blah 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 because that's nameless. I don't know what Ceylon brought to the song. I don't unless it's just a gluttony and we're cool with that. I'm cool with that.
I
Okay.
know you can fucking bring whatever you need.
I like in the editing room, I am having an existential crisis in terms of this is the creative process. Thank you. Okay, like we're 4 rails in. Like it's just like what else can we bring as like the group? What did the whole group together bring? The like And I think it's cool that it's this like endless eternity of like the dish only gets deeper and deeper and deeper as you're like just trying to get under the sauce. Like you'll never get there. You'll never get to the bottom, right? Like the bottom doesn't exist. Like,
Amal just like looks up. That's a deep dish.
that's a hashtag deep dish. We got a trend.
This space goes deep.
The cheese isn't a lie, but like because you want the cheese, but the cheese isn't the cheese, right? So it's like, yeah. Because it's
Maestra.
the guy wanting love, but you can't, but the cheese. Yes, Vatna, ideas, thoughts?
Maestra. We've overcome the void before. We
Exactly.
can do it again.
We have, but others haven't. We should, they should, it should be like woken up in them at least, right? They should feel a bit of it. Just a little bit. So next time they hear it, and next time they feel it out in the wild, they'll know.
Deep
It's
dish isn't as deep when you come in from the other side.
I hate that I
whoa,
like that.
whoa, brah, whoa, like hand on the shoulder, whoa. Like I feel like I'm on the edge and I'm about to fall. Like whoa, brah, write that down.
So yeah, I mean absolutely. Let's get 6 20-siders out here. You four each roll 2 and take the highest. You guys are good at this. This is what you guys can do.
Oh, that's not great.
The mixing went a little awry. Vatna's killing it though. That bass line is fucking sick. It's a tasty lick if I do say so myself. Alright. So the main influences are going to be... Oh wait, sorry, let me... This is for Timothy.
Nice.
Timothy got 2 15s. This is for Amel. Amel got a natural 20.
I'm playing Cheer Squad.
Absolutely, yeah, there we go. This song is it. Like, you guys have combined everything like musical together. Like, you've captured it. And like, I think there's just like a sick ass guitar riff halfway through it that is just like like a really good, like it's a super bassy song, but then the guitar riff picks up the bass line. I love it when songs do that. It's just all be in my head right now. But there's just a sick ass guitar solo halfway through it. You see Amel like pull out her like icy blue guitar. You guys see her baseball bat is up against the wall for the record. It's just a metal it's a solid metal baseball bat, but it has dents in it. As she like and
This is it. This is it.
This is a #1 hit song.
Absolutely. You guys can feel it. Ceylon, you can, especially from the amount of time that you spent in the Celestial Seas researching this song will get Ione going. Can each of you four give me an adjective that describes this song?
Somber.
Um,
Just with
Sorry, what
what
was that
Foley... Somber, with what Foley brought to the table.
All right, so it's somber.
it's an adjective. How about desirable?
All right.
I like untethered.
All right, got it. And anything from you, Nameless?
Hmm. Anything?
Any adjective, absolutely.
Hmm. Hold on. Let me make sure I say it right.
I don't know if I've ever been more afraid.
Superbulous.
Perfulous.
Superfluous?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Isn't that an adjective?
it is, and doesn't it? I'm pretty sure that means like
Fantastic.
unnecessary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is.
especially through being more than enough. Like,
And
it's
it is a fucking
so-
jingle. So
Yes.
it's literally just an advertisement for a pizza place.
They went to a mountaintop and they got the entire band together, like all back, like it just
Doing it all over the world.
Like, this was a pilgrimage to make
Duke's
this.
a pirate.
go deep. Because it's only as good from this side, not the other. Yeah, yeah, and then you're like, Sally, like, so, what is the place called again? It's Sally Forth's. No, it's
Sally Forth's Pizzeria.
so good.
It's Sally Mander Forth's Pizzeria, but it's Sally Forth is how like pizzeria.
Yeah, no,
Deep
that's
dish.
great. Yeah.
It just has T-shirts that just say it's under the sauce in musical notes.
Gonna start sauce culture with this.
You guys
Oh,
just
yeah.
put For the Za out of business, though, I think, for the record, because we have competing pizza places now, and the crew.
Not anymore.
The crew made. Yeah, right. You guys just made the #1 hit in the world for the rival pizza chain. That we invented the other pizza place because I didn't want to just have a Chicago style pizza place.
Just
What I
goes to
heard was
show
that-
you can't defeat deep dish.
What I heard from that was we just made the #1 hits in the world.
For sure.
You definitely did.
It doesn't happen
Like-
overnight.
Oh yeah, there we go. Super Plus. It auto-corrected to Super Plus for some reason.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that would have been a great adjective.
Somber, desirable, untethered, Super Plus. Yeah, so we're adding those adjectives to Ione for the record, because you have just given them some influence, which may or may not be a good thing for them. Foley, how are we patching this into their radio, or are we just playing it really loud outside of Ione? How are we getting this music to them?
I think on the journey, both through the mountains and to this place, Foley's been slowly putting together a small broadcast tower in the ship, like trying to retrofit it in there. And
Oh
he's
shit,
gonna...
Ceylon would be really good to help you with that because she has
Yeah.
that portable one. Sorry.
Oh, perfect.
Let's do
And
it.
I think we're gonna start broadcasting.
Yeah, fucking like let's just do it. We're gonna keep that 20 just going because like you played Cheer Squad on it, so let's just like have that go. Which just means that 20 got really impressive. Oh, sorry, you guys do have to say goodbye to Mel up there. She will return. Like we will see more of her, and we know that she's alive. But she is heading her own direction because she has more studying to do.
He's so cool. Dang.
She is.
Yeah.
Good luck on your ice.
It's just like, good luck on your song. Just,
Oh, when you're this good, you don't need luck.
that's absolutely fair. We killed it. It's like, don't change a thing about that guitar solo.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
proud. Then like to Vatna, like, are you proud? I'm proud. Like I'm proud of you, Vatna, as a student. But like, are you proud of
Like-
like your mentee?
As soon as Amel like starts walking away, like Vanna just like presses his face to Ceylon's side, just like
Oh
yeah, he's keeping it in, but he proud as fuck.
Oh, we proud as fuck. Ah.
Is this how you feel all the time when you
Oh!
whip me?
The time. All the time. You just your potential. It lifts me up, you know? Just all the time. All the time. And so many people in the crew and the communicate Patagon. Oh my god. Akana, look at them going out. No. Oh, just community. Yes.
I get it now.
Sick.
So yeah, you set up the pirate radio with the transponder. Like,
Can I do
go ahead, yeah.
like my introduction for this?
Absolutely can, for
All
sure.
right. Foley's gonna grab the microphone, clear his throat. Hey, I know it's been a while since y'all have heard my dulcet tones, but guess what? We're back, we're broadcasting live, and I hope you're excited as I am, because I have the next big number coming through, and I hope you're excited to hear it. Turn up your radios, sit down, buckle up, it's time to sit, and it's time to feel this ride. And he cranks the song.
It's just like, under the sauce, under the sauce. And I do I carry I do carry another 20 for it, like, because it was 2 20s and the cheer squad, one natural, one made a 20, but still. And everybody is every minion, like commoner and minion, want to go here to Outer Haven. Like now, it is a big deal. You guys see Ione be like shifting, like, because I'll show you it one more time in the map. In the map, it looks like that magnetic fluid moving inside of a dome all of the time. That's how it looks, like swirling, and that's normally how it looks for you guys on the outside, too. But it's very colorful right now. But it becomes a little darker. Like there's a neighborhood that is like somber now. That's very like jazzy, but like smoking jazz. You know what I mean? Not like dark jazz rooms with slow jazz. And like it is like people are really liking Ione. People really want to see more from Ione, but people don't get to go to Ione. I need to make that clear. You don't get to go inside unless they invite you. And yeah, it's a little poppy in there. Like there is like two distinct groups. There is the somber, slow jazz whiskey drinking types, like in a smoking lounge, and then there is like the more pop music kind. That is like the untethered, the superfluous, like just ridiculous. And the distinction is being made quite a bit. And yeah, but yeah, you guys have a huge hit on your hands. We definitely don't do like the number one things, except for Foley might start doing it. But everybody is singing this song. Everybody wants this pizza. People have heard it all over the place. People in Holt are singing it. People are dancing to it in happenstance. Like sides that we haven't even seen yet are hearing this song. There's definitely just a quick clip of like a squad of ants with World War One equipment on inside like a big ass tank, and they're also listening to Under the Sauce.
Is that the official name for it, Under the Sauce?
Unless you guys can think of a better name for it.
Is it not sexual pizza for dancing?
Oh shit, it was sexual pizza for dancing.
Yeah.
There we go, that's it.
SPFD, sexual pizza for dancing.
What do you think it's gonna take to ask Rennick if that's what they're gonna name their universal like spirit theory? Can it be sexual pizza? Because that's where we got inspired.
We
No,
sort of did it.
I think we did it though. We
We
like
deserve
unified
credit.
like all of Echo, right?
And
like
it-
it just.
And it's better than calling it Project Thrust.
You think they can hear this in space?
Ooh.
They will when I have my way.
But Ione begins to shift, and you guys can feel it. The close, like once we get there, once you've experienced the zeitgeist, guys, like it locks itself in, and it begins to move. Like it's here right now, but in a couple hours it'll be here, and then here. Like it's moving. And all of the other cities are beginning to move as well. Very, 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 very slowly. But
The sea is orbiting. How's Haven?
Haven is not doing great. We're gonna have to figure out the Dorian part of that real fast. But it's not like it like once it gets to the point that Haven can't move, all of them will stop. So it's not like it's gonna snap. There's just more steps.
Yeah. So it looks landlocked. I'd hate for any sort of tension to come about.
And I think it immediately cuts back to we go back to Hank and Thaddeus, and like you guys all like, how are you guys taking it being so fucking successful?
Honestly, I don't care about success. I got to do what I love, and that is to share music with the world.
Just another day, really.
I don't even remember half of it already.
We were amazing.
Just like you see, just thrust written on the top there, as Rennick has given up over the days.
Also, we have a better name for your project.
I'm sorry. Better than Thrust? The Thaddeus, Hank, and Rennick Universal Spiritual Theory?
Yeah, sexual pizza for dancing.
Damn it. That is better.
Yeah. I mean, what we made proved your theory, correct?
It's like, don't you feel like with this title you're going to be very abruptly competing with your crewmates for the Za? Are they both a dance group and pizza entrepreneurs? They invented rocket delivery.
Oh, then they better step up their game.
Competition, baby. Let's go.
That's
Hmm.
the
Ain't no
free
one better.
market.
I
Ah,
sense a dance off in the future. As like he writes sexy pizza for dancing. Sexual pizza for dancing.
big difference.
Dance off fee battle of the bands.
Just that
I mean,
would be
if they
great.
want, if the other place wants us to strategy and go for them, they need to approach us.
I don't, we just unify them all, buy out for the Za.
Isn't that part of your theory? We
One
have to
parent company,
Yeah.
kind of like Coke and Dr. Pepper. They're both technically owned by the same company.
Hmm. So, yeah.
But have you tasted that pizza? Here, I brought some. It's like days old cold pizza.
Is it even better? No, because it's like deep dish. Never mind. Gross.
Deep dish is the superior pizza.
Not
It's
like
fine if you keep it covered.
no. It's just leftover casserole dish. That's not. It doesn't have a crunch. It's like just.
It doesn't
Sopping.
need a crunch.
It does.
All right, thin
It does.
crust needs all the gimmicks it can get.
Day old leftover pizza. Like after like a drunken night, you need crust.
You do
There's
not.
There's got to be like a little crunch. No, absolutely not.
And just reheat it in the oven so it toasts a little bit.
A dish?
Yeah,
It's
you
too
can do
deep,
that.
bro. Now you're gonna boil it all again? Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross. That's ew. That's gross. That's gross. That's gross. I like
Also, who
I
has
like their
leftover
cheese
deep
sticks.
dish?
That's it. So I'm gonna just do their cheese sticks or whatever. Like we just did a whole jingle. I don't even like the pizza. I just like their cheese sticks.
That's the other jingle. That one,
No
like
fucking integrity.
that one was put on the
That was
back
it.
burner because like they want to sell their pizza. Yeah, they want to sell their cheese sticks, but Twi tried to go solo. No, Ceylon tried to go solo and wrote this song. I don't like the pizza. I just like the cheese sticks.
I mean, it's not getting any airplay from me.
It's
You
really not
piece
getting a
of
lot
shit.
of like.
How dare you? You're gonna put me on the waves. I put up with your shit. You know how gross your apartment is? No. What? Just, I bet you still have my interview saying you like lost it with a book. Get at it. No. You do this to me all the time, man. And I appreciate it. Keep me on my toes. Like, that's a good thing.
It's much as like pizza became like a centerpiece for this game. Is it basically the exact same way that happened in the For the Queen game, where just like it just happened? Like neither time was I thinking pizza so much as you asked if you knew anybody with like the hipsters in a restaurant. I was like, we do know a restaurant. We know a pizza place out here. And that's like For the Queen also with it was Phoebe. It was Phoebe. The NPC Phoebe wanted to. I don't know how they said. Oh, Gemini, because Gemini said, "Let's start our pizza place."
Brilliant.
You know, and if you want to put another layer on it, each shape of the world is pizza slice shaped.
Oh,
Just saying.
bruh.
So
And I just motioned to Foley like baggy, like that's it. I'm like, bruh, that's good for us.
The screen goes black as we all like everybody's just dancing to a fucking pizza jingle. For a salamander criminal.
But they have good pizza.
Yeah.
But yes, Haven is strongly pizza based.
The pizza economy is real.
You might
Pizza
call it
Wars.
the Pizza Hut
We're getting into the pizza wars.
Oh, that's gonna be a thing later, isn't it?
Oh no, we're gonna need a papa. No.
It's because I said malpractice ordered a pizza during like the first game we saw him. That is how pizza got to Haven. I remember this now. No, it's because Ivo visited him and paid him up front, which meant he could buy himself a pizza because he hadn't eaten in days. That is what got pizza to Haven, was that moment.
And now you have a pizza-based economy.
The
Congratulations.
pizza-based economy.
Tourist economy at that. Like, no, you did it. You got it. Damn, we're good. Job well done, Nameless. Job well done, Vatna.
Just all right. Real quick recap for today's game, because a lot of the little parts don't have a ton of stuff going on, but the overarching thing does really matter. We set out to make the Zeitgeist song, which is Ione is the only one of these places that is going to constantly change what its song is, and it just changes to the most popular song, what vibes with everybody all the time. And that is how Ione works. And also Ione is then influenced by that song. Their culture is going to change to match the song you guys just wrote. And it's about greed and pizza.
Gluttony.
And sadness.
Gluttony and pizza and sadness. And just like, it was almost about nostalgia, but it got greedy. We found all who had been captured and beaten by the Shaper and Ferris because they wanted to know where Pym was at all times. Then, once we saved her, she led you to Amel. Amel was up in the mountains, like researching music, because she too has discovered that music might be able to combat some of the problems we're having. We know that the Dactyloi folks are mining for items to turn into null metal and then using null metal to mine with, which is, we've seen it through the luminaries and studies that if you were to hit like a normal sword that isn't null metal with a null metal hammer enough, you will turn it null metal. Like, it's like magnetism in that regard. So we know that that's dangerous. And then you guys wrote the #1 song in the world and all over the icosahedron, which is called Sexual Pizza for Dancing.
Yep.
#1 hit everywhere. And granted, you're the main radio and you're the one playing it all the time, but still.
The only thing I have in my collection right now. That and a grown man crying.
That and a grown man crying. I really hope that you just have like cassette tapes with like the end of it just written grown man crying and sexual pizza for dancing. Yeah, that's it, guys. I don't have anything else for this one. That was about as silly as I thought today's game was going to get.
Songs name themselves.
Yeah.
Some songs just name themselves.
Nameless.
It's like...
Which, like... Job well done. Just rescuing all by yourself. Using actual moves. Who even are you? Goddamn impressive. Never know.
Farrah is going to be furious. That character has been shot so many times now. And she hates Warpletingers, like, a lot. That's going to be fun. But Hull Breach was a great song, though. Like, I still think that is, like, a really good song.
But it's no, sexual pizza for dancing.
It's no sexual pizza for dancing. All right, everybody. So we've got a game tomorrow at Nika. Are any of the times changed for these
Tomorrow's
next
a normal
ones?
time game, so 5 p.m. Pacific, with Royce, Simmons, Midnight, and Volpa. And then Monday's games start a little bit early at 4 with Aurel, Clovis, Iskra, and Rosie. And with that,
I'm very much looking forward to both of these. I'm looking forward to all the games. I was really looking forward to this game, and I'm glad it turned out exactly as silly as I wanted it to be.
perfect. 10 out of 10, guys. Nailed it.
So thank you guys all for playing your characters. I really appreciate that.
Now we're gonna heck off, and
Right.
we'll see y'all tomorrow at normal time. Bye forever.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Good night.
everyone.
In the celestial sea where stars align, Lockstitch will go where wonder lies. Its specialist crew a beacon of light, for work to unravel secrets entwined. Lore with her care and lust for life, turning the cogs in her curious mind. Scales that tell stories of times long past. Deep in the echo, her interest is cast. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Ceylon, a siren with feathers adorned, seeks to maintain her graceful form. A voice that weaves tales across the sky, relaying the dreams that never die. Renick the brain with numbers and might, forearms for eyes in the cosmic night. Stoic and with numerical grace, in Lockstitch's crew he has found his place. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Pollux and Castor, the skillful pair, always the team with starry hair, with a bond so